So the next project that we're going to draw is just one of the basketball hoops that we have around the school. I've just made some rough measurements and some estimations from the ground, just having a look at the frame. We're going to be using the sweep function, also the 3D sketch function. If we have a look around, I've added some colours just to denote the different parts on it as well. So the different parts that we're going to be drawing include the middle bracket, connector, the backing board frame, the backing board itself, the post, the sponge around the bottom of the post, and the ring and the frame. And also we're going to be putting that onto our page for printing. So first of all, the first one that we really want to start drawing is the post right here. Now I've just made this 232mm across from edge to edge, and I've made it solid. So the first thing I'm going to do is come up down into my metric template and just select a standard part, and then I'm going to make sure that I go in and save that part as. Now I'm just saving it as the basketball post. So first thing to do, create a 2D sketch, select the plane that you want to use, and for me it's just a simple case of a circle, 232. Then you can size it up pretty quickly by either just selecting your zoom tool or zoom all. So 232, just like that. And I finish the sketch, again size that, zoom all, and then I can extrude my face 2.4 meters or 2,400mm. Tick the box, and then when I come back and have a look, I should have my piece. Now there are some drill holes on the connectors, and just for this exercise I'm not going to include the drill holes and pieces, because some of the pieces slide over the top of one another and they're held together by bolts. So just for this exercise I'm just going to butt up the pieces together. However, if you wanted to drill holes in this surface, you'd have to come up here and either select a tangent or a plane through tangent to surface, or you could simply come up here to our origin tools again, select the XY plane, and then bring that XY plane out a further 116mm so it sits on the edge, and then the same way you'd go about once you have your plane, coming down the required distance, placing a point, and then using the hole tool to put holes into our top two views. So the next part that I drew up was the basketball, the mid bracket. Again, just 232, one line, two lines, basically drawing the framework and then using the sweep tool to put this piece of angle in to help strengthen up the piece of material. So again, I just go up, select standard part, new sketch. You have to be a little bit careful about which one you use in terms of laying it flat on our plane. So for this exercise, I'm just going to come up 1,000, enter, come across 1,000, and then once I've resized that, I'm going to come back from the top 200, and same from this other end here. Come back down 200, and then I'm going to join up those two sections. So I've got my 1 meter, 1 meter, and 200. Then I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of those lines and dimensions. Those extra lines, same here. Okay, so now I can finish the sketch. So now I want to put a plane on the end of our line, highlight it, and then look for a new sketch on this plane. Now what I want to do is draw a circle on the end, again 232, and this will be my profile that I want to sweep along our sketch. We select sweep, select a profile, then the path, the result is something that comes along, has a nice 45-degree bend as our object does, and comes down. If I wanted to put a little fillet, that would reduce that 45-degree bend right there. We're going to go ahead, okay, and then our drawing is so. The next thing we're going to do is put our piece across the middle. So I've lost my profile of the connecting piece, so what I'm going to have to do is come in and find a suitable plane. It looks like it's the YZ plane, and if I spin that around, I want to bring that onto the edge of our piece of material. So I can go offset from plane, that XY one, and I can bring that plane out 116. So I can then draw on the front, spin that plane around and up to the front there, create 2D sketch on that plane, get rid of that, highlight it, create 2D sketch, okay, move that down a little bit, grab my line tool, come down 20, okay, and then on this plane I can do the same thing. Finish sketch there, then on this plane, offset from plane up 116. Do the same thing, create 2D sketch on that plane. A line up from the end 20, sorry 200, so it's another 180, and then hopefully I can connect those two lines up. I've done the same thing up there, only come down 20, so I need to go and fix that to come back down to 200.